Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. A lot of menus. We're gonna do a whole playthrough of every game in the X Legacy Collection, and we're gonna get every achievement. Is this a smart idea? No. I already had to re-record X1 because the audio didn't capture, even though it did literally the night before with the same settings, and I hadn't rebooted my computer. I don't know. Anyway, so we go into 100 medals here. We can see there's 52 achievements in both collections, 11 for each game, and then 8 for the collection itself. And what better place to start than X1? So yeah, let's check it out. Now the first problem with this collection is as follows. This horrible, disgusting filter. Don't use it. It's not good. It's bad. It's really bad. Second of all, this wallpaper is a bit too busy. I don't like it. I'm going to set it to the X Challenge wallpaper. I could set it to off, but I won't. And then also, we're going to use screen size type 2, because that gives me a perfect vertical scale of the game content, so I don't get uneven pixels along the vertical axis, which annoys me. In the Legacy Collection, they force the Mega Man X games to be stretched to 4x3. The SNES games do not run at 4x3, but they did it. And there's no like smoothing on the horizontal axis, so you get some uneven pixels. We're gonna live with it. We're here for the achievements. If it was my decision, I'd be playing on real hardware. And I guess it is my decision, but you know, achievements. Anyway, let's start the game. So yes, we're going to be getting every achievement in this collection, in both collections. For X1, this is not a big deal. X2, also not a big deal. Gets a little annoying with X3, not very annoying with X4. And then in the second half of the series, it gets very annoying, and we'll get into that when we do. But for now, we're playing a good game. We're playing Mega Man X, the original. It's good. It's great. I love this game. I've speedrun this game many a time. I've beaten the game in almost right at 40 minutes. Not exactly at 40, but close. So I know how to play this game fast, but we're going to do it with the achievements, which is going to make it a little bit slower than it would normally be. So, yeah, there's not much to say here. I'm deliberately avoiding health pickups because the fight at the end of this stage is scripted. It's faster for me to just not worry about health pickups unless I'm like way too close to dying. I'm not confident in my ability to keep going without dying. But for now, I'm doing okay. Get this section here, just jump over there, and this strat is called task cars, because the task does it. Like that. I could pick this up, it's fine. Gives me a little safety hit there. It's a fun strat. You get pushed by the cars and you take damage. Anyway, here's the intro stage fight with Vile. Or in the Japanese version, he's called VAVA. Anyways, because I already have 3 health, he just doesn't even try to attack me and just captures me instead. You worthless piece of scrap metal. Did you think you could beat me? No, I didn't. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the text throughout this game, except for some key moments. I'm not really into playing these games for the story. It's not why I come back to these games. but I'll let the text be up on screen so you can read it. But I won't be reading it myself. If you want the story, pay attention. Or watch another video that goes over the story. Anyway, Zero saves us and tells us we might be able to become stronger. May even become as powerful as he is, which is incredible. He's gonna look for information on Sigma's fortress, all that. And, you know, some extra filler text I don't care about. It's usually over in like 10 seconds when I play this game because I skip the text. Anyways, that's the intro stage. Now, we're on to the meat of the game. We got 8 Maverick bosses to choose from, and I'm choosing Chill Penguin because I want the dash. Now, Chill Penguin stage it's cold, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to think of something clever to say about it, but I couldn't. But since we don't have the dash yet, it's gonna be a bit slow, which is sad, but it'll speed up soon enough. You can pretty much just hold right for most of this part. I mean, until you get right here, in which case now you have to go left. But, you know, I messed up a little bit there. I remember I had a lot of trouble with these wall jumps here when I was younger. They're a little tricky, to be honest. It's not immediately obvious how you're supposed to tackle them, and it feels a little bit like it was designed for the dash, even though you don't get it until right here. I know I said I was gonna show the text on screen, but that's a really long text thing for this capsule, and I'm probably just gonna instinctively skip other text because it's just what I do in this game. Anyways, we got the leg parts. Now we can dash, which means we go fast. We can just jump over these guys, not a big deal. A lot of times, it's better just completely avoid enemies if you can help it. Like right here, by going that top route, I completely skipped some annoying enemies, which is great. We got some snowball guys here. They're kind of annoying, but here we are at the boss. And soon we'll get our first achievement, which is great. So, Chill Penguin, not the easiest boss in the game, I would say, but he is made easier by the fact that he does get stunned and takes full damage from the Buster. So that means if you do a half charge, he takes 2 damage. If you do a full charge, he takes 3 damage. A lot of other bosses only take 2 damage from the full charge, and then just 1 from the half charge, which is identical to the lemon. Anyway, there's our first achievement, In Buster We Trust. You get that for beating any boss. And there you go. Simple as that. Beautiful. And for our troubles, we got Shotgun Ice. Now, this demo here really doesn't show you how good Shotgun Ice can be. It can be pretty devastating. We'll get into that later. But, you know, now I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, okay, I'm either going to go to Spark Mandrill because he's weak to the weapon I just got, or I'm going to Storm Eagle because I can get an armor part and also make Spark Mandrill stage easier. However, I'm not. I'm going to go to KUWANGER stage because I'm going to do a trick. Alright, now that we beat Chill Penguin, it's time to go to Storm Eagle. Now, if you know anything about the Mega Man games, you know that there's boss weaknesses. And Storm Eagle is not weak to Chill Penguin's weapon. However, there is a very practical reason for going here before Sparking Angel. Actually, a few reasons, but, you know, we'll get into those when we get to them. Anyways, we jump over here, there's a heart tank. It increases your health by 2. Very nice. There's 8 of them in the game, and there's also an achievement for collecting all of them. So, we're gonna get them. I accidentally switched weapons. Oops. Anyway, so Airport 1001. Apparently there were 1,000 airports before this one. Very interesting. Anyway, neat little thing there, you can kind of shotgun that guy because his hitbox is so gigantic. Anyways, we also got a sub-tank, which stores health you pick up if you're at full health. Very useful as well. For me, not the same reason as for you, but, you know, we'll get in that when we get into it. Anyways, come over here. Shotgun is actually better for that. But here we have the head capsule. This capsule contains an enhancement for your helmet, which will allow you to break some ceilings with a headbutt. It's that simple. This part actually isn't very useful in the long run. I mean, there's like a few specific circumstances where you do need to use it, but it's like basically just those, and it's kind of strange, honestly. Like, there's a lot of potential for unique level design stuff with this. You could make alternate paths with like some health pickups or something, but they really didn't do that, which I feel like if there's anything I would change about this game, besides not having the dash at the start of the game, which, like, obviously I would change that, you know, I would change the fact that there's nothing to break with your head. Anyways, we can go through this boss door, but we can also just come down here and get some health and energy, and just skip the door, which is faster, which is another reason why I did it. And here we have Storm Eagle himself. So, interesting thing to note, if you dash before shooting a lemon, or an uncharged shot, it'll actually do 2 damage to a boss instead of 1, which is useful. Oh wow, he only did 1 dive. It's amazing. Anyways, Storm Eagle is trivial if you have the dash. Just kind of keep dash lemoning him. Lemoning is not a verb. I'm a little worn out. I'm kind of messing up my vocabulary. And there we go, he's done. I would probably consider Storm Eagle to be the easiest boss to beat without his weakness. However, without the dash, that's a different story. And for defeating Storm Eagle, we get Storm Tornado, which is broken. Absolutely broken weapon. We'll get into that when we get into that, which will be in a minute. Next up, we're gonna go to BURNIN NOUMANDER. I mean, Flame Mammoth. I can't stop saying the Japanese names. I have to try really hard to not say them. They're so funny. So, because we defeated Chill Penguin, Flame Mammoth stage is actually frozen over. Which I know there's at least a few people who didn't realize that's what that was. People just thought it was, the stage was always like this. It's not. Anyways, over here, we can do a clever dash wall jump and It's a little tricky. Don't be sad if you can't get it. Anyways, here we get the arm parts. And I'm doing this knowing full well I'll have to come back to this game with a password to get a certain achievement, but the game is way more fun like this, so I'm doing it. So now we can do a level 3 charge, which means we can also charge our weapons, which will be useful, except I'm not going to use them right now. If we dash under here, we can get this heart tank. And this is possible to get when this floor is lava. However, you will be taking damage by doing so keep that in mind. Probably going to end up dying. Not that you're likely going to visit this stage without the dash boots, and as a result, without having defeated Chill Penguin. It's something to note nonetheless. Come over here, you get a 1-up, and right here, there is another sub-tank. Yeah! I almost wall jumped onto that thing. It's a little tricky. These minor guys can be a little bit annoying, but as long as you do like a little half charge and a dash lemon, it'll go out pretty easily. I'm currently refraining from using weapons, because honestly, I usually have different weapons in here, because usually when I'm playing this game, I'm doing an any percent run, not 100%. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Now, come over here, and I'm gonna showcase Charged Storm Tornado, because it's fun. Anyway, here's Flame Mammoth. The fight is on a conveyor belt, so you're gonna be moving around different places. So, that does big damage. Storm Tornado itself, the regular version, can actually hit him twice, so there's not much reason to charge it. However, there is an achievement I can get if I land the last hit with that level 3 charge. So there we go. There's our second achievement. Awesome. And for our trouble, we got Fire Wave. It's a pretty short-range weapon, but it can do a lot of damage. Now, next up, we're going to be going to Boomer. KUWANGER. Boomer KUWANGER stage is mostly vertical, so not a whole lot to deal with here. Or, there is a whole lot to deal with here, I don't know what I'm saying. It's kind of interesting, because you're doing a lot of wall jumping and ladder climbing. The ladder climbing is easily the worst part about it, because you're slow. I got these turtle guys that shoot missiles. You can just dash jump over them if you're good, like me. And over here we got the elevator. And we're going to showcase a fun trick here. Just inch close enough to the wall that you can wall jump off of it. You don't take damage from these spikes if you just wall jump off them. If you do actually collide with them, like run into them, then you will take damage. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. The reason why that works is because you can be a maximum of 7 pixels away from the wall and still be able to wall jump off of it. Which I'm sure there's some people thinking, why? And game feel, that's why. It'd feel really finicky if you had to be actually fully on the wall to wall jump. Anyway, come up here. And this heart tank here is the bane of my existence. I spent like 25 minutes trying to do a trick to get this without shotgun ice before. And before I re-recorded this, like the first recording I did of this, where the audio didn't get recorded, I did the trick almost immediately. Hooray. Anyways, you can get that with charged shotgun ice. There's also a trick you can do to do it without anything besides the dash boots. And alternatively, you can use it. You can use Boomer Kuwanger's own weapon, but that requires a revisit, and I don't want to do that. Anyway, come up here, and we're at the boss. And here's Boomer Kuwanger. He also takes full damage from Buster, so 3 points of health for a full charge, which is great. It means you can also kind of just spam half charges, not have to worry about dashing to get the 2 points of damage. He teleports around a lot, which can be very frustrating. And then sometimes he just doesn't. Like right now. It does a lot of contact damage, so you gotta be careful. Oh, as you can see. And I got hit by him getting knocked back. It's a difficult boss, okay? It's not easy. I know speedrunners will make it look easy, but it's not easy, alright? I've heard that he can't actually teleport to direct center, which means he can't hit you from there, but he can also do that, so not a foolproof solution. You're gonna have to actually dodge. Just keep putting pressure on him, and he shouldn't be too hard to hit. The problem is when you're trying to just hit him while he's teleporting like that. There we go, finally. And for our troubles, we get Boomerang Cutter. Shoots out a boomerang and can pick up items through walls, which is very useful. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Tune in next time when we tackle the remaining 4 Mavericks. We do a little bit of cleanup. And, yeah. See you guys then.